Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Nathan Hutton of Soul Forgotten, and you're watching Nothing But Noise. Hey folks, thanks for joining me for another episode of Nothing But Noise, the stories of Soul Forgotten. And for this episode, we're going to be talking about one single song that really kind of defined the path of the project from 2012 to the present. In last episode about the EP Tonight We March as Ghosts, and just how it really kind of changed the direction musically of what I was trying to do. I really wanted to try and make something that was radio friendly. There was no yelling, there was no screaming, it was all vocally, it was all singing for as close to something melodic as I could do, as possible. It was great, and I was really happy to be able to do that in the learning process and experiences that came from making that EP. But I came to the conclusion that I needed to really get some stuff off my chest. And I found that music was always my form of therapy. I loved being able to just run across the stage, basically yelling and screaming and sweating my ass off, and just like jumping around on stage. It always felt very therapeutic. It was just amazing. I can't even describe just how it felt deep down to be letting all the pent up frustration and anger and just aggression that I had inside and being able to let it out. This was a studio project, so I was like, I'm not going to be doing a lot of live performances. Most of what I'll be doing is going to be just, in the studio, writing, recording, and then releasing music periodically. So I came up with the idea that I could probably try taking a more aggressive stance. Let's take Soul Forgotten away from that kind of synthesized drum sample beats and everything from Broken Glass and Mended Hearts, but also take it away a little, or pull it further back from the radio-friendly aspects of Tonight We March as Ghosts, and jump right back into the genres of metal and hardcore and punk. Loud, heavy, sometimes really fast. And this particular song is what defined that moment. Also released in 2012. The EP was released in April of 2012. This song was released in October of 2012, and the song that I'm talking about is This Is War. Kind of a single, although it was never given major airplay or anything like that. It's always been a Bandcamp exclusive. When it was mixed, mastered, and ready for release, I only put it on that site. I don't remember ever putting it on SoundCloud or on Facebook or MySpace, or I can't even remember what was going on back in 2012. But I do remember making the decision that this would be a Bandcamp exclusive. So you're not going to find it on Spotify, you're not going to find it on Apple Music or Amazon or anything like that. It's 3 minutes and 16 seconds long. It's got lots of aggression. It's got yelling, distorted vocals. It's just got this kind of weird guitar melody riff that kind of goes through the whole thing. It's actually it was a lot of fun to perform, and it's one that I always kind of I don't listen to it very often, but it's one that when I do listen to it, I'm just like, yeah, man, that was fun. That was amazing. Lyrically, the song is written from the viewpoint of our young people who have repeatedly been up against so many barriers as they're just trying to move forward. They're trying to make progress in their own lives. So yeah, that's it. This was the song that threw Soul Forgotten back into metal, back into hardcore, back into punk, and I've never looked back since. I've always thrown my own twist on it. I've always kind of done my own thing with it. But yeah, I mean, if I hadn't written this song, if I hadn't released it, I don't know if Soul Forgotten would have become the project that it is today. I do want to mention, it wasn't a single, but it was picked up and used for a teaser trailer for an independent horror film. An old friend of mine who works within the industry, he was looking for some music, and he reached out and he's just like, do you mind if I use This Is War for one of our trailers? And I was like, dude, absolutely. Like, go to town, man. Like, this is an honor. Thank you. It was pretty cool to see that. It helped to kind of build it up a little bit, and I would do what I could to not only promote my own music, but then promote like the film as it was coming out, and as things were moving along with that film project. So yeah, it's got some film credit to it, which is kind of cool. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let you go. And before I go, here's a quick snippet of the song, just to give you an idea as to what it's all about. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, many blessings and blessed be. This song, among many others, are available as Bandcamp exclusives at soulforgotten.bandcamp.com. Most songs available on the Soul Forgotten Bandcamp site are free for download or available by donation.